Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next episode of the WW Classic Series. This time we are watching WW In Your House 5 Seasons Beatings emanating from Hershey, Pennsylvania in the Hershey Park Arena. 7,289 fans on hand to witness the rematch from SummerSlam 1992 when Bret the Hitman Hart defends the WW Championship against the British Bulldog. I'm seriously looking forward to this match. So right now we're just going to go through the first match and we're going to quickly talk about the second match that just happened. So we watched Marty Jannetty and Razor Ramon defeat the 1-2-3 Kid and Psycho Sid with Ted DiBiase in their corner. Ted DiBiase had the $1 Million Corporation at this time, and the 1-2-3 Kid and Psycho Sid would be in this team. It was a very good opening match. It was a heavy. You had the heavyweights in Razor Ramon and Psycho Sid, with the babyface high flyer of Marty Jannetty and the heel high flyer in the 1-2-3 Kid. Personally, I did like this pairing of Psycho Sid and the 1-2-3 Kid because it's the heavy in the Psycho Sid with the quickness and the chicken heel of the 1-2-3 Kid. They were playing heels and stuff like that. The match ended with a Bulldog, which I think it should have done a little bit longer, and I think it was just an accident that happened. I don't know. But the match was actually pretty good, good four-way slam. This is the second pay-per-view in a row that I have seen that we haven't seen the Razor's Edge. I feel really, really bad because I really want to see the Razor's Edge. And now we have just seen Ahmed Johnson defeat Buddy Landel, the Nature Boy Buddy Landel, as he would be known as, in a singles match. Very, very quick. Could have been about 50 seconds, I'm not entirely sure. And now he's just been interviewed by Jerry the King Lawler. So let's see where this takes us, shall we? So the interview was with Ahmed Johnson and Jerry the King Lawler. I completely forgot to mention that Jeff Jarrett was on commentary for this for the quick match. He's just come back. He was given a gold-plated CD for his album. That's My Baby, or whatever the single was called. He announced that he was going to be doing a Greater Than Great World Tour, and he also announced that he was going to be the first participant in the 1996 Royal Rumble. I actually do like that because it was a surprise. It was a surprise that Jeff Jarrett returned, and it was also a surprise that he would enter himself in such a match. So very, very happy to see that. And now we're just watching him beat the ever-loving pudding out of Ahmed Johnson. So we saw the beatdown. It was okay. And then we saw Razor Ramon talking about how he was going to be facing Yokozuna for the Intercontinental title match, the next night on Monday Night Raw. Was given a letter by the interviewer from Goldust, and he's walked away in a huff. Now we have the hot pen match or something like that with Hunter Hearst Helmsley, aka Triple H, whatever happened to him, taking on Henry O'Godwin. And Hillbilly Jim is the special guest referee. What do I think of Hunter Hearst Helmsley? I enjoy this gimmick. I think this was a very good gimmick, as everybody knows. He was in WCW. He was be teaming with Lord Steven Regal, or William Regal, as he would be known in the WWE. And he wanted to become a single superstar, not a tag team star. And WCW naturally said no. So he basically left the WCW, waited 30 days, came into the WWF. I nearly messed up then. And basically played the same character that he was playing in WCW, but now on WWTV. So I'm very looking forward to this. Henry O'Godwin is, well, as everybody knows, odd. It would be Phineas, who would turn into Midian, who would turn into Naked Midian, as I explained in my In Your House 6 review, with 7, Best Friends, Best Friends, Better Enemies. I do apologise. So let's watch this match and see how it goes. So we just watched the hot pen match, and the problem is, I don't know if it was the commentary or the actual match itself, but I just did not like this match. Definitely having Hillbilly Jim in the match just made him biased to Henry Godwinn. But there was some good matches. There was some very special, some very fun moments as well, where oh God, Hunter's fucking bleeding from the back. Jesus. I am. I could not get into it, but there were some good moments. When Hunter, when Henry Irish whipped Hunter into one of the turnbuckles, he literally spun around and landed on the rim post, hurting his. There was some very good backwards and forwards, but there was one moment when, at the start of the match, Henry tried to throw some slop onto Hunter. Hunter blocked it with a referee, and then the second time he was caught in ropes and he was shoved. Some slop was shoved in his face. I think personally Hunter should have done that first and then have Henry Godwinn do it, because it would have got a better reaction. Now Hunter is literally covered in crap, quite literally, and just standing around. But I just could not get into it. I did not like the match overall. I think it was the commentary from Jerry the King Lawler, who would just not shut the beep up, and just Vince McMahon just letting him roll with it. I just could not like it. I think I will definitely be watching another pay-per-view and definitely try and get one with Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, because I think those two play it off well. So we've got a promo for something coming up. I don't know what it is. It could be, well, it's definitely going to be a pay-per-view. We don't know what, but it's the next In Your House. So we'll find out what the next match is coming up soon. I think it's actually, I do apologize. It's Owen Hart with Jim Cornette versus Diesel. I've just worked that one out. So yeah, here we go. Oh, it's a pay-per-view. It's the commercial for the Royal Rumble. So there we go. Okay. So we just saw the Diesel versus Owen Hart match. Owen Hart, good seller. Love how he sold the moves perfectly. Diesel coming back from a injury, I think it was, to basically defend Sean's honor, because at the time it was after the incident with the Navy SEALs, Navy seamen and stuff like that. So have it end in a disqualification after he shoved the referee is a bit upsetting, but understandable, because he's upset and angry. But yeah, Owen Hart wins by DQ. It is annoying and it is a little bit upsetting. So they're promoting the WWF Superstar Hotline with Henry Godwinn and Triple H, and he is still Hunter Hearst. I'm so sorry, and he hasn't even showered. Neither of them are showered. Next up is going to be The Undertaker with Paul Bearer versus King Mabel with Sir Mo in a casket match. Let's watch this. So before we got to the Undertaker versus Mabel match, we had just had a promo from the $1 Million Man trying to buy Savio Vega. Didn't happen, and then all of a sudden the Santa Claus had turned evil, and this would turn into Evil Claus for a little bit, not majorly, but now they're just beating up Savio Vega again. Ted DiBiase's holding him from the back, and Santa Claus is beating him up. So we'll be watching the match and enjoy, and hopefully we'll be watching the casket match and hopefully enjoying it. So we just watched the casket. I've just watched the casket match between The Undertaker and King Mabel. Very good back and forth for two big men. Undertaker trying to get Mabel off his feet. Doesn't happen the first time. And doesn't happen the second time. Mo grabs his feet, attacks him, puts him in the casket, but then wasting time by giving King Mabel the crown, walking over, trying to shut the door. Luckily, Taker picks up, attacks him, puts him on the floor, rolls him into the casket. Mo tries to attack The Undertaker, gets chokeslammed for his troubles, roll down. Undertaker picks up the remnants of the urn, which would turn into gold chains by the $1 Million Man, if I recall. And we have a winner by the name of The Undertaker. another good match. I believe this was one of the last times we saw Mabel as well, before he turned into Viscera on Raw back in 2005. I think he would make up the numbers in a Royal Rumble. I think that would be it's either the 96, I think it's the 1996 Royal Rumble, before he would officially leave and come back as Mabel, as Viscera in 2005. So, Undertaker now has the urn. He also, the reason why the Mabel was released by Vince McMahon in the WWE was because he hurt the then champion at the time, which was the Diesel. I do apologize. Hurt his lower back, and then he crushed the Undertaker's order bone in his nose. So he was let go pretty much I think around this time as well. He was let go before Christmas. I know about one for a fact. So guys, we've got the main event, which is Bret the Hitman Hart versus the British Bulldog. I'm looking forward to this one. Let's enjoy. So I've just watched the WWE Championship match between Bret Hart and the British Bulldog, and oh my god, what a match! Does it top their SummerSlam 92 match? No, it doesn't, but it is damn close. Bret went into the steel steps. It was a very good match. There were some very good moves on both guys. Technical wrestling definitely was really, really good. The problem was Bret went into the steel stairs, cut himself, bladed. Has to be a blade. And then literally was slammed onto the ring guard, the barrier, and then cut himself open. So much so that so much blood came out on his head, which he might have even nicked a artery in his head. Might be a small cut of an artery, but my God, he was just bleeding. Very good match. It was a schoolboy that got the win for Bret. It was a very good move after a kick straight to the jaw of he was in the corner, kick to the jaw, roll up 1, 2, 3. So I will give the In Your House 5 seasons beatings. I will give this pay-per-view a B-. Now, the reason why it's a B- is because Jerry the Kane and Vince McMahon's commentary in the hot pen match was just, it was unbearable. And the hot pen match was unbearable. The 45-second squash match. The only really saving grace in this match, in this contest, the Owen Hart versus Diesel match went to a DQ by shoving at the referee. The only saving grace, and the only reason why I'm giving this a B- is because of the opening contest, Monty Jannetty and Razor Ramon taking on the 1, 2, 3 Kid and Psycho Sid, and the WWE Championship match, which was Bret Hart versus British Bulldog. Those are the only two saving graces in this pay-per-view that I saw that I enjoyed. The Undertaker versus Kim Mabel was hit and miss, but I give it a B-. I'm not really going to be too harsh, I hope, but it wasn't a good pay-per-view. Especially, we didn't need Jeff Jarrett returning. We could have had that on Raw, not on the pay-per-view. So that's another reason why it's on the B- side. So guys, thank you very much, and the next episode will be from 1997. I wonder what major event happened in 1997. Well, you'll just have to wait and see. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Catch you on the flip side, and have a great rest of the day.